We have a new hitchhiking record for the fastest ride. This guy's going to give us a lift when his steering wheel becomes unlocked.
We've got rain, thunder, lightning, we've got it all. Hammering it down.
We spent about an hour looking for somewhere that's flat and hasn't got a ton of plastic lying around.
We're Malin and Alex, and in 2017 we came up with the crazy idea to hitchhike all the way from Thailand to Spain. This is our story.
It's morning. Hello.
Morning. You can just
And look what we got outside. We always seem to end up where the cows are. They're having a good old munch.
We're not having a good morning. Alex is the slowest person I know in the mornings. It delays us a lot. I have to wait for Alex every time we camp. I have to wait for him for hours in the morning. We get up at like 7:30 and now it's like 10 something. And we're just leaving the campsite and it really messes up the day. Alex, have you got something to say to that?
No comment.
Huh?
No comment.
He's a grumpy bugger, isn't he? Alex?
No, I'm a happy soul.
We're going to a monastery. We could have gone there an hour ago before it was so hot. If you have followed our journey for a while, you know that we never stay angry with each other for a long time. And this day wasn't any different. 1 minute later, we were friends again and headed towards Grammy Citadel. But before we got there, we had a little look inside an old chapel.
We're in an old chapel. Very nice, pretty bare, but got it to ourselves.
Hello. Hello. Grammy Citadel, or Grammy Fortress, is one of the most popular castles in Georgia. It's all that remains of the once flourishing capital of the Kingdom of Kakheti. It was founded by Tsar Levan of Kakheti in the 16th century and was later destroyed by the Persians as well as by Russian soldiers.
We have pears. There are thousands on the tree, but not so many are ripe. Right. Trying to find a nice one to eat. This one's good. Yummy.
We're going to go to Tel Aviv, 30 kilometers from here, so we're off.
I think we have a new hitchhiking record for the fastest ride. It was literally, put my thumb out, 2 seconds later across. Sooner than we knew, we were in Tel Aviv, where we had a coffee, got a quick ride out of the city, and then another one. Everybody here is a rally driver. Our last driver was nuts. Going 80 miles an hour, so like 130 kilometers an hour along a little tiny road.
Where are we going?
Anyway, we're going to Lechuri. We stopped on a very small road. This guy's going to give us a lift when his steering wheel becomes unlocked.
Yeah.
They're trying to fix it, but we're not getting very far.
These Chechenian guys took us about halfway to Lechuri, where we wanted to camp, many kilometers further than they were going themselves. It's incredible how many kind people you meet when you hitchhike. What a spot of luck. Not only were we beating hitchhiking records that day, but our driver actually lived in Lechuri, where we were going.
Okay, it's about 11 o'clock at night. We've got rain, thunder, lightning, we've got it all. Hammering it down. This is the first night we're in our tent with rain, so it's a bit of a test. We didn't peg this side down, as it's got like an extended side where you can put bags underneath. And as we didn't do that, it started getting a bit wet in here. So I've had to stick my arm out to hold it out as we didn't peg it.
Because it's not completely waterproof.
No, but if you did peg it, If we would have pegged it, it would be fine. But as we haven't, and I don't want to get soaked going out in the rain. Anyway, I don't know if you can hear the thunder. I guess you can. So hopefully it stops soon, because I don't want to sit like this for the next 10 hours, 7 hours. Anyway, but other than that, this tent seems a lot better than the last tent, because we're not having to dry with towels around the edges and stuff. So. Good morning. This is our camp site for last night. Rained a lot, as you probably heard us talking about last night. We've got some nice old buildings, and we're actually sharing a camp spot with a guy from Slovakia called Martin. He's... Huh? No, he's from Slovakia. He's Slovakia on his motorbike. Anyway, he's travelling on motorbike, and we bumped into him on the road as we were walking to find the camp spot. It's a bit of a mess at the moment. Everything's wet from last night, so we're trying to dry stuff out. Got the tent over there. All the AeroPress filters got soaked. Good night. Hey buddies!
Ciao, Alex.
Okay, how was your night? Good night?
Good night, yeah. So many cough, morning, and very good storm.
Yeah, good
that storm I have in memory because it's too much flashes.
Yeah.
You can see in the tent.
Yeah, it's like having a light on in your tent. That was good. But yeah, so this is your bike?
Pretty much.
How far have you come so far?
How far?
Yeah.
Today?
No, since you began.
No, Tajikistan, Kyrgyzstan, Pamir Highway,
Yeah.
and back up to Russia, and Mongolia, Ulaanbaatar, and up to Balkan Lake,
Yeah.
and Balkan Lake, across to Russia.
Oh, nice. Nice trip. And
I planned 25,000 kilometers.
Nice. So far, we have done 16,000 kilometers auto-stop. Yeah. Hitchhiking.
Whilst Martin continued his journey through Georgia, we walked into the village for some groceries. We got a ride back to our camping spot with the Polish guy in a camper van, and then we decided we would spend one more night by the river and just relax.
The moonlight shines so
This is our camp spot for tonight. It's about, I don't know, a couple of 100 meters from where we slept last night. We decided to stay. We had a little bit of a rough morning. A lot of rain last night as well. Alex went off to the village because we left our mobile phones charging there in a shop quite many hours ago. Well, when we went there shopping earlier today, and now Alex gone there to pick them up. However, he's been gone for quite a long time. So I'm wondering what's going on. It's a little bit too long he's away for. Don't know where he is. Don't know how much longer I should wait because it's gonna be dark soon. It's not far at all to the village, so even if he's walking and not catching a ride, he should be back by now. He really should. So I'm starting to worry a little bit. But I'm a worrier, so I'm sure he's fine. He will be back.
I lie here waiting for
Good morning!
Be natural, Alex.
That was very natural.
Talk!
Wow, I don't know what to say. Hello. It's been rather damp. We're drying stuff out. Yeah.
I would say that this morning has been wetter than yesterday morning after the rain. It's been pretty humid, and we had our tent right next to the river.
But it was
Right next to it.
nice evening. Drying some stuff out again. I'm going to take off with some action sequence.
Staying one more night at this spot did us good. We had been travelling quite intensely through Central Asia and the Caucasus, and we needed to unwind, and what better place to do it than in nature. But now it was time to pack up and decide where to go next.
you are the one, the only one for me.
It's hot. Well, I don't know what time it is. 10:30 maybe.
That late?
Yeah. We walk in. There aren't many cars around.
Not a single
2
one.
cars have gone past.
They were
Both
full.
have been full. Anyway, we're going to walk up to the village, try and find a ride and work out the best way to get to Tbilisi, which is like 120 kilometers from here. So it's not far, but there's a big mountain in my way.
We would actually want to go to Sheti, which is actually the opposite direction, but we're not sure how many more days our cooking gas will last us. We have to go to Tbilisi and buy some. Luckily, the distances in this country are not great, so we'll be alright. But it seems like we might be walking to Tel Aviv. Yeah, we walked over 4 kilometers before we decided to sit down and just wait for a car to stop instead. I guess it was quite expected that this road would be empty, as the only traffic going this way was coming from Georgia's most remote area to Sheti.
Okay, we just walked about 4.5 kilometers from our camping spot up in the mountains down to a road. One car has gone past us in the correct direction, and he was full, so he couldn't take us. And the other way, there are lots of cars going, but that's not much use.
Car! Please stop!
Hello, are you going Tel Aviv? Zhinvali? Okay, can we come? It's okay, can we come? Okay.
Svicha was a salesperson going around little shops in the region, and just like that, we got a free tour of all the tiny villages in the area before he dropped us off outside of Tel Aviv.
Second car of the day. We're going to Tbilisi. I've forgotten your name. Sorry. Luke, that's right. He's driving to Tbilisi, so he stopped after us waiting about 10 seconds. So it was great. So yeah, see you later.
We're beating records in Georgia. Lechuri was an absolute legend. Not only did he take us all the way to our couchsurfing host's doorstep in Tbilisi, he also spoke great English and explained why it's so easy to hitchhike in Georgia.
In Georgia,
Very easy.
As usual, my car is empty.
yeah.
I know.
We're in Tbilisi,
Walking around.
staying with some Indian guys. We need to buy a gas canister for our camping stove. That's our mission in Tbilisi. I don't think we would really have gone here otherwise at this point. Anyway, see you again. We haven't seen anything of this city. We just bought camping gas, stayed in a flat with some Indian guys. They were very nice, but the flat was just too hot, so we couldn't stand staying here. So we're going to a water reservoir called Zhinvali, about 60 kilometers north of the city. We're off in a few minutes.
We took a minivan to Tbilisi Mall, where again it took only 1 minute and we had a ride.
Just got out of our first ride of the day. Here's our driver, and his name is Alex, and he took us to the turn so we can get on the right road to Zhinvali. So thank you very much.
You're welcome. Have a nice day.
Bye bye.
Second ride of the day in a truck, first truck from Georgia. We didn't wait too long, so we're pretty happy. This is our driver, Shakar.
And here's the road. Shakra was a lovely Georgian man who spoke no English but did his best to accommodate us, stop for photos on the way, and then drop us off near the road to our camping spot that we had found on Maps.me.
Are walking across a bridge. We're going to camp by reservoir tonight. Looks like a nice flat spot, but we've got 3 kilometers left to walk.
Yeah, and we better cross this bridge now because we're going to have that car run us over. Now look at this horse and what he's got in his pocket. He's got a little kid.
The walk to our camping spot turned out a bit further than we had expected, but who cares when you run into horses and cows and have stunning nature around you.
Once at the area where we wanted to camp, it turned out quite a mission to find a flat spot to pitch our tent. And then there was the plastic.
So we spent about an hour, maybe a little bit more, walking around this area, looking for somewhere that's flat and hasn't got a ton of plastic lying around.
The plastic situation was grim. Unfortunately, this is a global problem and it wasn't the first time we had experienced this amount of litter in nature.
Regardless of the plastic, we did our best to enjoy the views and the nature surrounding us. And this, guys, is where this episode ends.
Join us next time as we stick our thumbs out again and hitchhike our way towards the incredible cave city of Vadzia and continue our journey toward Europe.
The police have stopped this truck and 3 other trucks.
Especially I have felt quite stressed in Georgia. We ran into this poor little thing.
We're in the middle of the caves. There's a steep section going up. It's pretty cool. If you've made it to the end of this video, guys, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel and drop us a comment below, and we will see you in the next one.
And a special thanks to all of our patrons for keeping us motivated and helping us stay on the road. If you too want to become a patron, head over to our page. You will find the link at the end of this video and down in the description below.